Imagine boarding a starship so vast that inside it feels like a floating Earth. Forests stretch for kilometers, rivers sparkle under artificial skies, and entire communities live, work, and raise children, knowing they will never see the destination. This is Chrysalis, a bold new starship concept designed for one purpose: to send thousands of people on a one-way, multi-generational journey to Alpha Centauri. It's not science fiction from a movie. It's the winner of a real design challenge by the Initiative for Interstellar Studies, exploring what it would actually take to move humanity beyond our solar system. But here's the catch: the trip would take 400 years. Only the great-great-great-great-grandchildren of the first crew would arrive. Would you leave Earth forever to join such a voyage? In this video we'll break down the concept, the design, the propulsion, the social engineering, and, most importantly, why a paper starship matters for our real future. The Initiative for Interstellar Studies, I4IS, launched Project Hyperion as a way to push serious thought about interstellar travel beyond science fiction. The challenge: design a generation ship capable of carrying at least 1,000 people across interstellar space using technologies that might plausibly exist in the coming century. Multiple teams submitted proposals, but one stood out. A group of engineers and visionaries created a design they called Chrysalis, named for the transformative stage of a butterfly. Just as a caterpillar enters a chrysalis and emerges as something new, the idea is that humanity would enter this colossal vessel and emerge at another star as a transformed society. Unlike the classic sci-fi image of a metallic tube, Chrysalis rethinks what a spacecraft could be. It envisions a cylindrical megastructure stretching an astonishing 58 kilometers in length, made of multiple concentric shells. Inside, residents wouldn't feel like they're living in a machine. The design imagines Earth-like environments: grasslands, trees, lakes, and agricultural fields providing food, oxygen, and psychological comfort. The ship even features a cosmodome, an enormous transparent section where inhabitants can experience low gravity, while gazing directly at the stars. This isn't just aesthetics. In deep space, mental health and community life are as critical as oxygen and fuel. By weaving nature into the architecture, Chrysalis attempts to solve one of the biggest challenges of long-duration space travel: keeping humans sane and socially stable for centuries. Fusion drives are speculative today, but they're not pure fantasy. Research into controlled fusion is accelerating on Earth. If we achieve practical fusion reactors, the leap to fusion propulsion could follow. By placing fusion at the center of its design, Chrysalis ties interstellar travel to technologies we're already chasing for clean energy at home. Population management is as crucial as propulsion. Chrysalis is designed to hold up to 2,400 people, but the team recommends a stable population closer to 1,500, regulated through careful birth planning and genetic diversity management. Food would be grown in massive rotating farms using soil and hydroponics. Waste would be recycled in closed-loop systems, lessons learned from biosphere experiments and the International Space Station. Entire forests inside the ship would act as carbon sinks and oxygen factories, making the environment feel alive. Chrysalis exists only on paper. No one is building it. But the exercise is far from pointless. It highlights three vital truths about our future: interstellar travel is not just about rockets. Surviving centuries in space demands integrated ecosystems, stable governance, and psychological resilience. Even our nearby stars are unimaginably far. At 0.1 C, Alpha Centauri is still a 4-century voyage. We must rethink exploration as a living society moving through space, not a single mission with a launch and landing. Fusion, sustainability, and social engineering are interconnected. A functional fusion drive could revolutionize energy on Earth and enable deep space propulsion. Closed ecosystems on Chrysalis mirror the sustainability challenges we face on our own planet. In other words, by imagining how to live in space, we're also imagining how to live sustainably on Earth. Think about the social implications. Would people born on Chrysalis still feel human? Would they identify with Earth or with the ship itself? Over 400 years, new cultures, dialects, even religions could form. By the time the ship arrives, the destination might feel like legend. Generation ships have long been a staple of science fiction, from Arthur C. Clarke's Rama to television's The Expanse. But Chrysalis is grounded in actual engineering studies. Its concentric shells, fusion drive, and population models are based on real physics and biology, not warp drives or cryosleep. By winning Project Hyperion, Chrysalis stands as a blueprint for serious interstellar thinking. It challenges researchers, policymakers, and dreamers to move beyond vague hopes of faster-than-light travel and instead ask, what can we actually build? In that sense, Chrysalis isn't just about leaving Earth. It's about becoming better stewards of Earth by learning how to live self-sufficiently. Chrysalis may never leave the drawing board, but it's a mirror for our aspirations. It shows that interstellar travel is less about building a giant rocket, and more about building a sustainable civilization. It asks hard questions. Would you volunteer for a journey you'll never complete? Would you raise your children aboard a ship heading to a world you'll never see? These are not just science fiction hypotheticals. They're glimpses of the choices our descendants may face. If humanity is serious about reaching the stars, it starts not with a launch pad but with ideas like Chrysalis, ideas that blend engineering, biology, psychology, and vision into a single, breathtaking concept. If you enjoyed exploring this bold starship design, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into space, science, and the future of humanity. And tell us in the comments, would you leave Earth forever to join a 400-year voyage to Alpha Centauri? Thank you for watching my channel.